Alright guys, I'm gonna show you the clock here. It just hit 11 AM, so let's refresh the page and see what happens. I just got out of bed, so excuse the rather tired voice. Okay, I guess this thing is a bust now. What is going on guys, MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys the news drop in Hobby Next Phase Event 2022 Summer. Now, starting off with the prologue suits, the Witch from Mercury prologue, we finally have release dates and prices for the Gundam Lfrith and the Beguir-Beu. So my cynicism has been completely disproven. The Gundam Lfrith and the Beguir-Beu are going to be both releasing in August at the same price of 1600 yen without tax. So we can finally take a better look at the Gundam Lfrith here with the 3D models, and yeah, the backpack still looks pretty sus to me. It looks like it's gonna have some weapons mounted on there, unless you're saying that, oh right, it could be like the entire slot over here is a thruster, so it's a little bit odd. But this thing, I think, shares the frame of the Gundam Aerial, so for those of you who think that the Gundam Lfrith is the predecessor or a sister unit to the Gundam Aerial, it could be founded. But yeah, the Gundam Lfrith is, well, we've basically seen this before. It looks like the clear black piece is going to be situated on top of the chest and on the forehead. It doesn't look like it has a powered up form of the Gundam Aerial though, so it's a bit of a bummer that we don't get to see much. These are the photos we've seen before, and move on to the Beguir-Beu, new promotional images. This thing right here, looking pretty good, I must argue. Unfortunately, we couldn't actually take a peek at the joints, so we couldn't see whether or not it's custom or something like that. But the clear purple isn't really doing it for me, not at all. Especially these down here, it's invisible. So if they're not going to be providing like chrome stickers to go underneath them, it might not stand out too much. But overall, I am interested in both of the designs, and I am glad that they are going to be releasing in August this time, so it's not going to be winter season, so we can get our first preview of what to expect in the Witch from Mercury kits. And these, I believe, are the photos we have seen before. Yep, kinda. But yeah, I am definitely going to be reviewing these, so if they are going to be releasing alongside the God Gundam, so it's going to be a bit of a bother. So I might need to put my RG Gundam God Master project on hold because I don't have the skills to do so yet. But at least I can dedicate that money from a duplicate God Gundam to these guys right here, so I have something to look forward to in August. As for General Gunpla, unfortunately, all we get is SDs, or so it seems. So nothing much. So this is gonna be the Dark Grasper Dragon instead of the Shining Grasper Dragon. So it's basically gonna be just the Shining Grasper Dragon that is gonna be released, I believe, this week. It's gonna be an October release for 700 yen without tax. This is essentially just the Shining Grasper Dragon repainted for the Warlock Aegis Gundam. It looks like Nobunaga might just be put on just for the sake of it, but I think it's probably mainly for the Warlock Aegis Gundam. So there's nothing much here, and the memes can finally end. Like I've constantly seen people in Gunpla news posts saying that they want an upgraded Sun Quan. So here it is. Your wishes can finally be satisfied. So this is gonna be the Sun Quan Gundam Astray, but this is basically meaning Blazing Tiger. So I can't really see the differences, honestly. Mostly because the Astrays from SD Gundam World Heroes are constantly just plastered with clear pieces, so I really couldn't tell the differences. But at least you do get some other gimmicks now. because you do get a gun attachment for all 3 swords to function as a beam rifle. He has an attachment to alter the shape of the sword, so he can have like different types of weapons to use. And apparently he's putting the white background, so he has what, 6 swords. And of course he can still bite onto one with the holes on the cheeks. That's basically it. This form might be a form that we would get in Legend of the Dragon Knight, who knows, but there isn't even an anime announced for Legend of the Dragon Knight. So either I'm interpreting previous announcements wrongly, or they are just stalling for time, I guess. And finally, since we basically talked about nothing at all, let's talk about 30-minute missions. So these we'd already known. The Spinatio Night type is going to be releasing in November. And here is just basically a quick parts breakdown. Now, like I said, I doubt that the Spinatio Night type is going to come with that pristine looking silver. I still believe it's going to be kind of like either a metallic flake or a metallic gloss injection. So I would expect to paint this back up myself. There is still a slim chance that it's going to come with this awesome looking silver. But what it does have a guaranteed inclusion is the helmet and the knight sword and shield. This I really absolutely could take it for my Age 1 and scratch build an Age 1 Swordy Aware, if only I could scratch build the armor on the limbs. And here we have a 360 virtual view of it, nothing really too special, hard points all over the place that don't look too jarring, surprisingly. And there is no way to rotate it up and down to see the concealed visor, but oh my god. It doesn't look like a it does look like a Spinatio from the back, but from the front, without any prior knowledge, you'd think that it's a completely different mech, and I absolutely like that. So next up we have the Exa Vehicle Armored Assault Mecha version. I forgot to mention this before, but the Assault Mecha version Exa Vehicle is going to be an October release for 1078 yen. So this is basically 30-minute missions takes on a roadie frame and a headmaster combined. Headmaster from Transformers, as you can see. The head can separate into a Roy unit that can function independently. It looks like you can also choose to not let it have the hat. So, roadie frames plus headmasters from Transformers equals this. It's an awesome idea, pretty cutesy as well, but I'm not particularly interested. Apart from the weapon, because everybody loves a good grenade launcher, don't you think? And finally, the booster tank. So Advance of Zeta, but 30-minute missions. I really cannot justify myself buying this. But of course, if you need something like a full armor unicorn-esque custom build for your 30-minute missions needs, then these boosters will definitely come in handy. And it looks like it has hardpoints there, so if it is connected onto the housing unit via a 3mm peg, you can infinitely extend the fuel tanks. So you can get into a whole other realm of crazy if that's what you want. It's going to be releasing in November for 968 yen. And that basically wraps it up for this video. There isn't really too much in this video to talk about, like, at all. So, yeah, I apologize if it's a little bit light on substance. But at least we do get the release dates for the Gundam Lfrith and the Beguir-Beu, and know that there is a possibility that we will be able to experience the Witch from Mercury line before the Gundam Aerial. So that's the biggest takeaway that you can take away from today's news. It's so disappointing. It's legitimately so disappointing. Like, I'm not even expecting anything, and it's disappointing. Like, they could have just said, like, they could have just set the Gunpla section into what is it, SD Gundam World Heroes Legend of the Dragon Knight, and dedicate that banner to it, because they already did. So it's a bust today. All we get is release dates and 2 extra SDs that I don't think the majority of the Gunpla community gives a damn about, especially because when the anime or whatever the Legend of the Dragonite project is still absolutely quiet about it. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Tell me in the comments below what you think about the video and the contents that has been announced today. Tell me whether or not you're excited for the prologue kits, actually, because I definitely am, given that they are releasing way earlier than I expected. Yeah, don't forget to give this video a like, comment, and also subscribe for more content like this. And feel free to follow me on my social media with the links down below. That's it. Take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.